In the sun-baked land of Moab, far from the familiar hills of Judah, a quiet sorrow hung heavy in the air. Here, in a place that had once promised a new beginning, three women sat shrouded in the dust of loss. Naomi, a woman weathered by time and tragedy, was a stranger in this foreign land, her hope worn as thin as her simple, modest clothing. Beside her were her two daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah, their own futures now as barren as the landscape around them. An unspoken grief bound them together, a shared uncertainty for what the coming days would hold in a world that had taken everything from them. Grief is a heavy cloak, and for Naomi, it had become a second skin. Her hands, aged and worn, trembled with the weight of memory, the memory of a husband and two sons, all laid to rest in this foreign soil. In the solemn faces of Ruth and Orpah, she saw the reflection of her own pain. The echoes of laughter and love now silenced forever. Gathering the fragments of her strength, Naomi finally spoke, her voice heavy with a decision born from despair. She told them she could offer them nothing more. Their best chance at a future, at finding new husbands and new lives, was here in Moab, among their own people. The life she was returning to in Judah was one of poverty and bitterness. With a heavy heart, Naomi looked toward the distant horizon, toward a home she thought she'd never see again. The path back to Bethlehem was a long and arduous one, but it was the only path she had left. She urged her daughters-in-law to turn back, to release themselves from her broken fate. In a heartbreaking embrace, filled with the tears of a mother forced to let go, she offered them their freedom. It was an act of profound, selfless love, a sacrifice meant to spare them from her own desolate journey. For Ruth and Orpah, it was a moment of impossible choice, to stay with the woman who was their only remaining family or to seek a new life of their own. Orpah, her face a mask of sorrow and conflict, made the choice any of us might understand. After a final tearful kiss, she turned away. With each step, she walked back toward the life she knew, toward the possibility of a future not defined by tragedy. As she disappeared into the Moabite landscape, a profound silence fell between the two who remained. Orpah's painful departure was not an act of betrayal, but one of survival, a heartbreaking acceptance of Naomi's blessing to start anew. But as she left, the choice she made only amplified the weight of the one that Ruth was about to make. As Naomi prepared to continue her journey alone, she felt a gentle but firm grasp on her hand. It was Ruth. Her eyes, clear and unwavering, held a conviction that seemed to defy the sorrow of the moment. She would not be persuaded. In a voice steady and full of a love that transcended obligation, Ruth spoke the words that would echo through eternity. "Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God." In that instant, Naomi saw not a daughter-in-law bound by duty, but a companion bound by an unbreakable love. Their journey to Bethlehem was long and dusty, a pilgrimage of two souls united in purpose. They walked through endless fields and rested under the shade of solitary trees, each step a testament to their shared struggle and deepening bond. Ruth's presence was a constant source of strength for Naomi, a reminder that she was not, after all, completely alone. When they finally arrived at the gates of Bethlehem, they were weary travelers, but they were not broken. They were a unit, a small family forged in the crucible of loss, standing on the threshold of an unknown future together. The bustling marketplace of Bethlehem was a world away from the silent grief of Moab. Here, life moved with a vibrant rhythm, a stark contrast to the quiet emptiness they had left behind. As the two women entered the town, whispers followed them. Naomi had returned, but she was not the same woman who had left. She was, in her own words, Mara, for the Lord had dealt bitterly with her. Yet, amidst the challenges of starting over, a fragile seed of hope began to sprout. They were home, and with Ruth by her side, a new beginning, however difficult, felt possible. In the quiet moments that followed, a profound truth settled over them. A single decision, made on a dusty road out of unwavering love and loyalty, had changed the course of their lives forever. Ruth's choice was more than just a vow to an aging woman. It was an act of faith that would ripple through generations. weaving her into a story far greater than she could have ever imagined. Her simple, powerful declaration of love stands as a timeless testament to the idea that in our darkest moments, the bonds we choose to forge can lead us into the most extraordinary light.